George was my son. He liked football, cricket, all sports. He loved his garden. Most of all, he loved his niece, Lily, his great niece.
Calm down.
Calm down.
I didn't know that the hospice in Alnwick did what they did. George didn't want anybody. No, my mum can look after me, it's all right. But when the hospice team come on, they could put a lot more into that than I could. Being at home to die, although it was sad, it was lovely. I was surprised the way they made us all feel. They would come downstairs, make a cup of tea, whatever George wanted, they would do. It was just a lovely atmosphere. Or in the end, he was wanting them to come. He loved them lasses. He loved them girls. The hospice said, if you want a bit of emotional support, we've got people who you can come and talk to.
The service I provide is family support, so it's for anybody that is suffering with thoughts and feelings around end of life, pre-bereavement or post-bereavement. So it's all about loss. I will either talk to them on the telephone or I'll invite them in for a cup of tea or coffee and to sit in a room to see exactly how we can support them.
They would ask me if I needed anything, you know, and I could talk about anything, and that was brilliant.
It's not until you are actually walking along that route that you realise that, you know, this is hard to cope with, this is hard, and you don't want to put these thoughts and feelings onto friends and family, because in a way you're protecting them as well.
It was really important to me because I needed somebody on my side. I couldn't talk to the girls. I know how much I was hurting. And I thought they must be hurting, but I just didn't know what to say to them. And I said to Maxine, what do I say?
The way that we support people all depends on that family or individual. Generally, people will come into the hospice building, whether that's in Alnwick or in Berwick, and they will do some face-to-face support.
If you've got anything you're worrying about, say, look, I'm struggling here, can you come and talk to me? And they'll do that.
We also run cafes, so we do 4 cafes a month, 2 at Alnwick Hospice and 2 up at our Berwick Hospice as well. It's a safe place where people can become upset, they can support one another, or they can have a little bit of quiet space in one of our private rooms. It's very comfortable, very low key, and just those people know we're there for them.
They did care, and they cared about me as a person. They cared about the girls. I mean, when Mom comes and reads a poem at the funeral, that shows how much they care.